On the body language,
it wasn't aggressive to me.
But she didn't put her hands on him.
and she was trying to keep her distance, and it seemed like she was trying to be. And I know this is just my speculation, but it seemed like she was trying to be rational because we've been in a situation where we've seen women.
She ain't give him none of that.
She didn't give him none. She didn't give him. And
it don't seem like he gave her much chance.
Yeah.
He was waiting for somebody that day, and then they had a bit of distance between them. So he kind of lunged, he leaned into that joint.
Yeah, he closed the gap.
He was really feeling some kind of way that day, and he took it out on this woman over some food, some processed, oily,
and got his ass smoked.
And see, that's the thing. The way I look at it is, when we decided to talk about this topic, I explained to them that it has different levels, and it's definitely triggering for me because, for people to think that this is how she should have handled it, or this is how the son should have handled it. I'm the type of person, like, if you weren't there, then it's no need in discussing what you would have done or how it should have been done. My thing is, now we got to look at that as a use case. We have to look at that and say, listen, especially for me as a Black woman, it's a state of emergency. Yeah. We are becoming very vulnerable out here in these streets. And looking at that and seeing that young man, do what he had to do impulsively is to be commended. I don't care how old he could have been, 9 years old. Yeah. He's a hero in my eyes.
Definitely.
Because even you have people saying, well, there's no reason why that man should have gotten, his life taken away. It was an altercation. Even if he put his hands on her, there should have been a way to where nobody was, laid to rest.
Well, go ahead.
Don't forget the fact that woman is a licensed gun owner.
Licensed. And see, that's another thing. I think that also, like I said, this opens up, and I'm sure we'll probably see someone talk about it in depth later on, but this is definitely something where you have to look at all dimensions of where people are located, right? See, I don't live in an area where I feel like my life is threatened. I'm not saying anywhere is a crime scene. Don't get it twisted. I get it, because I've actually had an experience where I've been assaulted and had to call some folks up. And it was on no merit of my own. I didn't know this guy. He didn't know me. I'm sitting in a restaurant, and this man was actually becoming more physical and more harmful. The more I chose to ignore him, the more, and I even walked away, And some people were like, well, why didn't you tell, it was a restaurant, why didn't you tell the people that worked there? Because in that moment, my impulse was to just ignore and do the way I wanted to handle it.
You live in PG County?
I live in Montgomery County.
You live in Montgomery County.
Mm-hmm.
You do business in PG County.
But I do, yeah. DC.
Montgomery County. All that's our little tri-state.
Right.
It's up out here.
It's
all the way up.
It is.
It's literally, it's not an area that...
Even if you say, okay, I don't have to carry papers, that don't apply to us. Let us do something. They still going to be like, are you registered? It's still going to be something that I feel like it's still going to be damned if we do and damned if we don't.
I would try my hand because everybody out this motherfucker got guns.
And and again, like I told them, even when they brought up the topic, the significant thing about what happened in Chicago was the young man, and I ain't even gonna hold you, I think it was definitely impressive that he hit that target.
Yeah,
because we all know,
we know
some clowns that will be shooting at you.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding. We right there.
Hit everything but my man.
Yeah, less than 3 feet and can't hit the target.
But he was motivated. It was his mama.
But he hit the target.
It was his mama.
He didn't hit anybody else. It didn't go off the wall.
Right.
It didn't ricochet. Yeah. That man hit the target. So here's the thing. I was in a program at 11 or 12 or something like that. It was kind of military oriented, actually. And we had to learn how to shoot a weapon at the age of 11.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had to get certified to be marksmen and sharpshooters at a very young age. And I feel like if male or female, if we're heading into that climate, we need to get those things understood at an early age, because it makes it safer. It sounds like an oxymoron, like, okay, you want to have it, but then you want to have a safe. But the more you know about how to use something, the wiser you are about.
These other cultures, their kids
their
go
kids
to the range from
ready.
early.
Yeah.
They do. They really do.
They hunt
They
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
They
yes,
go to the range,
yep.
they hunt.
And they show them the you know, they
know
gradually
they know how to clean a weapon.
yes, take it apart.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just from you. That's just come from your household. If you deal with weapons, then you should show your kids properly, because that will also prevent them from mishandling a weapon.
Yeah.
But how do you guys feel as being, you know, young men yourself, seeing that, you know, that type of you know, reaction from that young kid? Like, how did that, you know, like, because you guys both have sons as well, you know, and what is your interpretation of your sons, or if you were that age, being put in that situation?
Well, I think it's a difference for, you know, mother to father. Like, is if you saw like how he saw his mother, he has the son's natural instinct is to protect your mother. So you see your mother being attacked.
Do you think that's a natural
I
instinct?
think it's a natural instinct.
Do you think that's a natural instinct?
I think so.
When it comes to that.
When it comes to mom,
yeah. Like when your father, I think a father will look at it like, if I'm getting to it with somebody and I see my son right there, I tell him to go.
Yeah.
But she did.
Yeah, but he's not going to live.
So his natural instinct kicked in.
Is to protect
mom.
You're not going to always think. I mean, they're going to think protect that. I just had the same conversation with my son earlier. He was like, "But I can help you." I said, "Yeah, but I'm gonna be too busy looking at you to make sure you okay." Because it's not like if I'm into it with a few people, or you know, we fight.
So you're discouraging him, like you getting your ass beat, and you're discouraging your son to do anything that could possibly save your life.
Yeah, because I want him to be safe. Because what if during that situation I get out of that situation, I turn and he's getting.
If you see your kid, and your adrenaline gonna go up.
Yeah.
You fuck around
and just go.
You fuck around and go berserk.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you
because all you think about, even your kid ain't even in danger, but once you see your kid next to that situation, you gonna flip all the way out.
Yeah. And you gotta.
It's gonna get crazy. You probably gonna get up out of that shit.
Yeah.
But if you okay, so let's take the scenario at, you know, like as far as like how I think the development, as far as, you know, when a child is growing up, especially if they have a influential father in their life, you're already teaching a son how to be, you know, how can I say, a protector, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you guys have sons, and then you have your daughters, right? And then, you know, their mothers. So at a certain age, you're like, look, you always got to look out for your sister. You always got to look out for your little cousins. You always got to do X, Y, Z. So if you're already putting those things in the factor of teaching them to stand up, but then you get in something and you're like, nah, back down. I feel like.
Because like for example, I would know how to get out of this situation without you even, like, if I need you to go to the car, I might need you to go call someone, get safe, because in certain moments I know how to flee or I know how to fight.
But you're not teaching your son how to do those things.
Yeah.
By that time.
Yeah.
So I feel like I feel like it should be like tag team. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see some because anybody, like in that situation with the mom, neighbors, it starts with just having this type of understanding that we need to be protected, especially when you're spending money. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's the worst thing to think about, is the fact that you can't even spend money and support a business without feeling like anybody can just come and attack you.
And just do whatever.
Ah, for real.
I mean, just to be honest. So, I mean, that right there is one of those things like that just has so many layers.
So we got to take some responsibility as a community as well.
I think so,
to address that bullshit in the first place. Yes,
exactly, to address. And then think about it also, the fact that this woman feels like she has to carry something.
That's the climate we in. But yeah, in America, that's the climate we in.
Yeah, but see, like if you go to like Virginia, you can open carry.
Now everybody, you might not know it, you might not see it. Everybody got it on them.
In the Walmart,
they got it on them.
They with it.
But doesn't that make you less in a vulnerable situation if you got it? You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say she showed that she had it.
No, concealed.
But I mean, like concealed.